another beautiful day. Tomorrow I'm going down to Jackson Hole for a 4-day camping trip. Let's get ready. I like to start by making a list. In this list I have all the items that I need during the trip, and when I'll double check it in the morning, make sure that as I check every item off, I don't leave anything behind. Something like my cameras, tripod, sleeping bag, tent, my coffee and coffee maker, camping gas, bear spray, long johns, bug spray, and stuff like that. I tend to lay everything on the floor, and then I will separate it by essentials, extra electronics, and I go down my list as a first check. Now, because I'll be so far away from home, I don't want to leave anything behind that I might need. That's why it's imperative to make a list. And as I go, then I'll remember about items that I might not have put in the list, so I will jot them down. And because I am safety concerned, because I'm going to bear country, areas that are populated with bears, I'm bringing things like the dude wipes, unscented, something that doesn't have strong smell, because I don't want to attract any bears at night. And many of these places I will store everything away on a tree. I mean, hanging by a rope over a tree. So I'm gonna bring some rope for that reason. Keep the wildlife away as much as possible. Among the essentials, food, of course, matches, a first aid kit, sleeping bag. Oh, by the way, this sleeping bag is as light as a feather. It was a great deal. I originally cost more than $350, and I got it for nearly half price. And it will last me for a long time, I know it. Super light, also very warm. What I did, I started buying at the end of last summer, for this year and the future years. That way I will get the best prices. I have a nice insulated pad. This is also very small and I already used it once. Very comfortable. Pillow. It is not essential, but I will sleep better at night. I have a tent that stays cool during the day and completely black inside, so it will be dark. The sunrise will not wake me up if I decide to sleep in, which most likely I won't, since early morning is the best time to take photos. I have a towel, pretty large but very small, microfiber. My camera gas goes with the essentials. My new drone, I'll get to play with it a little bit. As you already know, it's not allowed in the national parks, but there's a lot of playroom outside of the national park, so I'll be using that. And let's see, non-essential, little stool, comfortable. Gloves, they could go on a non-essential mat. They'll be comfortable for cutting down shrubs for my night fire, but I can always use the motorcycle gloves instead. So once I'm done packing, I'd rather say once I'm ready to pack, then I will decide how much of this I really want to take, and I might add something else, as I mentioned. All right, next time is fresh food packing. And I got this delivered today. It's a chin strap for the GoPro, and I'm just curious to see how it works. It was cheap enough that if it doesn't work, it's not going to be a problem, but might be able to take some decent shoot. Normally I wear a chest strap, and then I have to stand up to be able to see beyond the screen. So we'll see. Okay, this is really funny. If you can see it, the typical Japanese lost in translation: increase, more excellent, and future for your shoot. Interesting. Okay. Actually in Japanese here, right there it says Puro Spotsu, so that's professional sports, action camera accessory, so accessories for action camera. Even if it says action video camera, it only says action camera. Sarani, and therefore something like, we hope you can take it further. I love how Japanese lose everything in translation. And no offense to the Japanese, I love Japan. I go every year. I study Japanese in college, and in fact I was supposed to go last month, but then coronavirus hit and I didn't make it. But I'll go back to Japan as soon as I can. It is really probably my favorite country in the world, actually. I just love everything about it. I hope one day I can rent an Africa Twin in Japan and go around the country. I've been looking at rental places and I found a few. I just have to see if the American driver license allows me to do it. And here's another really cool item. I don't think anybody should be traveling without it. So this is a battery charger, 24,000 milliampere, so should charge several times my tablet. And the best part is that it's got solar cells, so I can recharge it in the sun while I'm doing other stuff without having to worry about an electric plug. In the back has a flashlight. Now we're going to fit all this inside my new Lone Rider bags. I made it to the town of West Yellowstone and I'm about to enter the west gate of Yellowstone National Park. I'll be driving by Old Faithful and maybe I will stop to watch the geyser go off, and then I'll continue my way to the south gate and Grand Teton National Park and Jackson, Wyoming. you?
Good, how are you?
Awesome, thank you. You having a good summer?
Yeah, what about you?
Just starting, just getting started.
Just getting started.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to buy a year pass.
Okay, the 80?
Yeah. Apparently, I was such a genius that I threw away the new one and I kept the old one.
That is really sad.
It only had a few months left though, so I would need it anyway.
It's really sad though.
It's okay. It goes to the national parks. I don't mind.
Go ahead and put that.
Oh yeah. It goes for a good cause.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them though.
Oh yeah, I live here, so.
And then if I could get a signature on it.
Absolutely.
Where do you live?
In Bozeman.
Oh, nice. What a beautiful day today, isn't it?
Oh my god, it's supposed to be like this all week. Finally, it's been raining so much.
Go ahead and take that.
Thank you. What do we have? Oh, we have a ski.
And then
Thank you.
no ID every time you use it. Do you want a new map or anything?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Enjoy the weather.
I used to work here too in the canyon.
Oh, nice.
I know the park pretty well.
Good.
Going down to see some friends in Jackson.
Okay, have a good
Yeah.
one.
Thank you so much. Take care. Enjoy your summer.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, I'm very chatty, especially with the National Park Services people. So I stopped here for just to show you guys something. The big bison has two birds on his back, and I don't know if you can see those little red dots. They're nicknamed red dogs, and those are the bison cubs. In the distance there's a geyser basin, and one of the geysers is going off, looks like it. Oh, Old Faithful is going off. We missed it by a few minutes. I'm gonna show you guys inside. Oh, it's actually closed. for the season.
Okay. Stand by the door.
So this is pretty much the end of the eruption. Next one will be in approximately 90 minutes.
You have a camera on your helmet. That is super cool. Have a fun trip.
Thank you. You too, guys. I'm taking you guys to West Geyser Basin. This one is right on the water. I'm going to take you for a quick tour of the West Geyser Basin, but first there's something I want to show you right here. So those are grizzly tracks. When they paved this, it was the year before I came to work. A grizzly stepped on the fresh cement. We have some boiling water right there. And some hot mud right here. Here's another hot pool. The orange comes from the bacteria that lives there. These are thermophilic bacteria. They live in very harsh conditions, very acidic and very high temperature. This one is called collapsing pool, and I guess you can figure out why. And due to pressure and thermal activity, a lot of times the temperature of the water is actually above boiling temperature. So right now we are in the part of the lake called West Thumb. If you look at Yellowstone Lake from above, from the sky, you can see that this part here, this area, which is really large, looks like a thumbprint. In the far back you can see an opening, and that's the opening to the main lake, which is actually 45 miles across. And the mountain range in the back, that's the Absaroth Range. To the Native Americans that lived in the region is attributed the invention of bow and arrow. I hope you enjoyed part 1 of this video. In part 2 I will show you my campsite, Continental National Park, and how to take a cool night photo. Don't forget to click on the little bell and you'll be notified when the next video is up, which should be in just a few days. Thank you and see you soon.